one of the minister's assassinations shows heavy doubt that foreign paramilitary Jewishism, given the current state of Chairman of the 10 biggest...
This government has made a great effort to show that it was willing to cooperate. But unfortunately, our position isn't shared by all. This is why we have no choice but to continue the occupation of Japan. And we will consider any direct or indirect action taken against us to be a declaration of war.
Well, guys, here is a brand new YouTube series for a game that it's so nostalgic to play. This is Superpower 2. It is a game that came out in 2004. Oh man, I remember playing the crap out of this back like in 2008 into the 2010s on my Dell, which you all saw the other day if you watched my recent MTWS video. And I just re-got this on Steam since I could not get this to work with my disc-based version of the game. I think there was something wrong with the disc, or the program couldn't accept it, so I had to get on Steam in order to play it again. What is this game? Wait a minute, let me make sure sound. Yep, there is indeed sound, so let me go back and lower it because I don't want it to be too loud. So I was like, wonder why I didn't hear anything. But anyways, this game is kind of like a grand strategy game like Victoria 2 and them, only takes place in the 21st century. It begins in 2001 and it's infinite, although this game is, I would say, probably more arcade-ish than Victoria 2, and it's not as complex. And the game in a lot of ways is outright broken too. The economy is broken. You can't really get anything going without some really, really cheesy things that I know, certain tricks to make the game actually work for you. Diplomacy is literally shit. You can't fix your relationship with anyone pretty much unless you did like a lopsided trade where you gave them like oodles and oodles of money, which unless you're like America, that's not going to really work out really well. And war really can come down to just simply having more troops and vehicles. That's pretty much it. I'm not kidding about that. So yeah, the game's pretty broken whatsoever, but I still enjoyed having a fun time playing it, and it's nice to come back to it. So anyways, I've been playing this I got this like a week ago, and I've been playing it like crazy to get back to used to playing the game again. And I'm gonna go do a custom game, and I already know exactly what country I'm gonna play as. Just waiting for it to load. As like I said, this takes place in 2001, so all the countries back then that were recognized by the UN in 2001 are playable. As I had to pass them, where are they at? There we go. Saudi Arabia. I thought that would be an interesting game to play as, and here we go as I had to quickly pause, because the game doesn't pause at the beginning of the game, it automatically starts up. So now, first off, get the politics, military, and economy tab up, because I'm going to have to do a whole bunch of crap before I begin. But first off, diplomatic relationships. As you see, most of the world is pretty much indifferent with me. If I could just get the, there we go, the mouse wheel, since it wouldn't go down. Don't really like me, but they're by and large indifferent, other than Israel hate me, but surprisingly, America hates me. That's not right. America and the Saudis were allies. We're supposed to be good buddies. If only this was the case in real life. But of course, we're a monarchy. I could change it anytime I want to, but I'm not going to do that right now. Just keep it as is. We'll make Arabic official language to get my approval up. There we go. Went from 37 to 41% approval. I'll keep everything as is for right now. Even though they do defy Muslim laws somewhat by permitting contraceptives, not allowing polygamy, which is actually supposed to be allowed. I'm going to actually legalize polygamy, and I'm going to legalize child labor too, because it gives 10% production increase. More people are leaving than are coming. I'm going to have to close that border then to prevent them from leaving. Sorry, guys. And look at that, my approval rating went up to 70%, almost 80% by just doing a few reforms. Now, of course, as you see, my approval around the world did not get better. Some countries it got better, but some got worse. Cause see, like all the democracies and free countries in the world hate me, but the authoritarian ones like me a lot more, which is kind of weird since oh, that's right, diplomatic relationships of the world really depend on the laws. So, which is kind of funny because making polygamy legal is kind of weird that people would hate me for that, even though it's the liberal thing to do. Yet the liberal countries in the world hate me for that. But slightly to the right politically. I think I overall became more liberal because of polygamy, although having child labor, not really that liberal either. Alright, covert actions. Of course, I'm going to train these cells. Get them up a little bit in strength. Oof, only got 62 protection. But I'm not going to do anything yet. I'm not going to buy or build anything yet. I'm going to have to raise taxes. I'm going to go all the way up to 100% for right now. And this is going to really hurt my approval. I need a whole bunch of money. See, oh my god, went all the way down to 0%, and I've already fixed my budget. I'm already making money, believe it or not. I'm going to probably lower it overall. 6.9% approval. Almost a third of the country's in poverty. I'm going to look, set interest rates to 0 right now, since we don't need that, since our inflation's low. 10,000 GDP. Income per capita, $233 billion budget, GDP overall. I'm going to stop funding propaganda because that's what causes people to hate us. And I'm going to set that budget as is for the moment. So now let's go check out my diplomatic relationships. See, it got a lot better in the world because I got rid of propaganda and we made some more money. But now, time for me to start doing some really cheesy game mechanics. First up here is the global tax mod, which will set the global taxes of all my goods to 100%, so people are paying 100% like in taxes on everything. And I can also do that for sectors too of each part of the economy, so I can technically have a 200% tax, believe it or not. But I'm not going to do that because the global tax mod is cheesy enough as is. However, I found out in order for it to really work, I have to privatize the economy because Saudi Arabia's economy is state controlled. So I'm going to privatize everything, and then the money will really be coming in. And also, I will make drugs legal and make a whole bunch of money off of that, hopefully. I'm going to keep taxes low as possible because if they're as low as possible, it'll increase growth, which will allow the production to catch up. Because you see, consumption's really bad. But I am going to tax the shit out of the sectors that I'm making a whole bunch of money, like electricity and fossil fuels. Because remember, fossil fuels represent the big, gigantic sloth of the economy. I mean, they're 5%? I could have swore it's a lot more than that. But they represent 8% of the world's production in fossil fuels. That's quite incredible. But I gotta keep... This is gonna take a long time. I really wish there was an option just privatize every single sector or privatize everything in one go instead of having to go through each sector manually. I got a funny feeling I'm probably going to miss something too as well. Let's get everything privatized. Thankfully, since it's government run, there's no taxes, so when I make everything private, there's no taxes on it by default, which is preferable. Alright, and then make all of you private. There we go. Now, the global tax mod is going to make my economy act really, really weird, but I need the money right now in order to get rid of this debt and to build up my army and all that crap. So there we go. Oh, wait! There's something missing. There's one part of the economy that's still state controlled. Which one is it? Oh, luxury. How did I miss that? Funny enough, too, when I was doing a test off screen to find out if this was the case to make it work, that was the case, too. I missed something. So there we go. Private, all of Saudi Arabia has supported the free market. Alright, now, let's set all my troops to park, save some extra cash. Oh, my eyes. God, I need sleep. And with all this extra cash that I'm going to be making, come on, I'm going to build a whole bunch more infantry. Let's see, yeah, let's go all the way up to 250,000, 50,000 troops and make them built faster. It's going to cost double, but hey, need the speed increase. Pretty good stand-ins across the entire army, but now it's time to go buy some more vehicles and other weapons of war. Buy some infantry vehicles. And let's buy these submarines that I always buy. This is very expensive, 5.6 billion, but it's worth it. It'll definitely increase my strength, both Navy and the Army, and I'm gonna train them. Yeah, do that, and they're gonna train before I can send them in the world. Of course, yeah, the populations turn on me because they have zero approval, but it's gonna go up eventually. It'll slowly go back up to normal, and of course, I'll probably lower their tax eventually. It'll make them happy. All right, here we go. Time to begin the game. After 10 minutes plus of getting everything set, but you see I already got 1% approval already. And since I'm making money again, let's pause for the moment. As I can actually throw... I need to work on infrastructure and environment a lot. Okay, environment's pretty good already. Throw some more in the environment, and we're going to throw more at infrastructure. My approval go up, oof, only to 2%. Okay. Alright, tourism, we're paying more than it's coming in, unfortunately. Let's throw more at research. And for foreign aid, let's throw some more money at foreign aid because that'll help my approval rate in the world. And you see, look, now the rest of the world, now my overall approval is back to where it was, if not better in a lot of places. Hey, let's see if China would be doing a, will be able to do an economic partnership deal. China, do you have... Oof, you actually have... Actually, no, that deal might actually hurt me more. That could help hurt me more, because I have better resources than you. Okay, then what about my neighbor to the north? Ooh, Sudan's not doing very good either. What about Kazakhstan? India, what about... Hey, you know what, India, we'll try you. Let's do it. Let's see if would you accept an economic partnership. There you go. That'll help out a little bit. Although my approval rating did not go up whatsoever. What about economic? I mean, where's the here we go. Common market. Will you accept that? And they refuse. I'm sure they couldn't afford it. Yeah. Turn on me. Treat upkeep's too high. They can't afford it. Oh well. Maybe I'll try and do the economic partnership with China, because that could also help too at the same time. There we go. Look at that. $122 billion surplus now. The economy's falling off a little bit, though. Oof. Unemployment rate shot up, even though taxes are not that much. Alright. We're going to max out infrastructure and the environment, and we're going to increase healthcare and telecommunications for right now. Let's do all of research. Get that all maxed out. Hey, you know what? Let's get foreign aid out too. That way, now the world will definitely like me the most possible right now. There we go. God, I hate when I can't just drag the whole thing down right here. Because America, I know for a fact, hates me really badly still. I'm sure they're not going to accept an economic partnership. They did! Wow! I can't believe that America accepted that. Well, thank you. Really appreciate that. Alright, now, let's get back to the simulations. I got 4% approval, well, 5% now. As let's gonna go buy some more submarines and all. Because this is my strategy usually when I play this game. If I want to do like a world conquest or stuff, I usually buy up everything right now because I can't really build anything unless you're like America or something. Nor is it going to be really valuable. Now they'll go build and buy some tanks. Ooh, American-made tanks too. Nice. Let's buy a lot of tanks right now. All right, that'll be good. infantry vehicle. I already bought a whole bunch of infantry vehicles. Let's get some air defense now. And there we go. Nice start. So let's see. Look at that. I already have the 7th biggest navy in the world. They're still training. Train these guys for right now. And then train all of you. Right, here we go back to the game as we're now in February. We've only done a month into the simulation already. But there we go. All that sweet, sweet cash. Nice. And in fact, here we go. Let's raise education up. I'm actually going to go throw some money into increasing production. Let's start off with cereal. Throw some extra cash into you to get you going up. There we go. Doubled your production. And now telecommunications, we're going to max you out. You know what? Let's max everything out except foreign aid, since we don't really need that. We can afford all this right now. There we go. Now we got a 22% approval rating. Although the economy's still pretty stable. Good. Unemployment shot down to 6%. Oof. Oh my god, the economy took a nosedive. Holy crap. But you know what? I will lower the taxes just to get the approval rating up. We'll get down to 80%. There we go. 26% approval. Maybe now I'll begin lowering the global tax mod. Just slowly at a time. We'll get you down to 97.5% to start off with. It's very cheesy, but it's not good for the economy either to do that. But it's a good way to get a shit ton of money immediately if you need it. So we'll begin slowly moving it, inching it down. Alright, pause. Let's go check out. Yep, let's get you all to level 2. Oh, good! All the troops finally got built. Now we're going to train all of you. Now to go build some planes. Buy some planes, I mean to say. I keep forgetting which one only does anti-air and what does anti-ground. I keep always forgetting which planes do what. I'll just buy a couple of each. Alright, I did attack aircraft. Now we'll do fighter aircraft. Alright, let's see. Here we go. 200. And then another 200. And then 250. My goodness. And then we'll buy 100 of these. And now we're going to train you up. There we go. And now we're going to unpause. And look at that now. Our military rank's already up there. We are 22nd biggest soldiers, 9th biggest land, 7th biggest air force, and 7th biggest navy. I have no idea if the taxes took into effect yet when I lowered them. It takes a few weeks in the game for... There we go. Okay, it went down a little bit. We almost got rid of our deficit. Now it's lowered the tax mod to 95%. I plan on lowering as much as possible in order to get rid of all the problems. But I just need to raise it right then and there in order to get my economy going. There we go. Okay, there you go. Economy keeps contracting and bouncing back because of this. Okay, inflation's going up quite a bit. I think the poverty rate went down a little bit. Unemployment went down, though. That's pretty good. And there we go. We officially got a surplus. Matter of fact, let's pause. And you know what? Israel? How about we assume your debt? Actually, no. You know what? That's going to be too big. That'll be too much money to support. What about you, Sudan? We can support your debt. So that's small enough. I don't want to take too much money in one go. So with that, Sudan has no debt anymore. And now my relation with them went up quite a bit, too. This is another good way to get relation up. Just buy out everyone's debts. Believe it or not, it's very cheesy, but it actually works. Just like I will buy out Afghanistan's debt right now. Here we go. There we go. Afghanistan, who's dealing with rebels, has no more debt right now. And everyone else right now has pretty much too big of a debt in the area to really worry about. Hey, Ethiopia, I'll do your debt. And then if you get your relationship high enough with everyone, as long as the economy isn't bad, they'll bail you out too. So it's actually really good to do that. Alright, here we go. The economy went up a little bit. Let's get the global tax mod down to 25%. Here we go. Oops, I want to go fund production into cereal. Want to get that economy maxed out pretty much ASAP. And we can still do a little bit more. Still trying to catch up, though. Alright. Okay, we're into debt right now because we spent all that money. We'll see what happens next time out. So let's see, deploy. Alright, get you all to level 2. I thought I... Oh, that's right, the Navy was different. The Navy was separate. Ooh, $5 billion to train them all. Holy shit, that was a lot of money. Alright, now we'll lower the global tax mod again. Get you down to 90%. Alright, we're going to pause again. Let's see the culvert. Yep, okay, they're all at level 1. Now I'm going to get you up to level 2. There we go. I increased my protection from 63 to 79%. Protect me against sabotage and terrorism, and prepare them for maybe terrorist actions of their own. Buy some more planes. Ooh! From the US, that's really good. Yeah, get some attack helicopters. Need like a diverse army. But speaking of which, artillery guns. Let's get some of them. This will help support. I'm sure it'll probably work the same way like Victoria 2 does. Buy a whole bunch of them. Gotta slowly build up that army for world conquest, which, yeah, I might actually try that in this game. I'm gonna try and maybe take over the world of Saudi Arabia. And believe it or not, world conquest, if everything goes exactly right for you, like if a world war breaks out, you actually can do that. World conquest is actually possible in this game. I'm not joking, I've done that. Well, I haven't fully done, I've almost gotten it one time as Russia before. But unfortunately, the save got corrupt or something. But it is possible to do. And that's what I might try and do. Or at least right now in the Arabian Peninsula to get things started. Okay, now. Yeah, I already maxed out everything too. Look at that, my stability unfortunately is still going down, but my approval is going up. Which is good and all. Oof, Sudan! What are you doing going into debt again? How dare you? There, help you out. See, why can't you be like, well, Afghanistan is too. Assume your debt. There we go. Alright, I think it's time we lower the global tax mod some more to get you down to 87.5%. And there we go, got more billions of dollars to spend on. So pause again. Now let's check out my army. Deploy. Get you all trained up. Because very soon, once you're all done, I'm going to deploy you to the capital. Need you guys all worked on to get ready for your goal, for your job. And also time to buy some extra frigates and all, because I don't got a whole bunch of them. Also, another thing too I eventually will do, try and become nuclear. Which I'm going to have to spend a whole bunch of money to build up nukes. But that's going to be a long time from now. And of course, the world's going to really, really hate me when I do that. So, I'm going to have to wait at first before I can do that. I got to get ready to do another sleazy trick to save me, fix my relationship everywhere. Which I just found out the other day when I was playing. I'm probably going to end once the year's over. Alright, here we go. Let's go. There we go. Got more money now. Increase production. Let's try and get you up to... And there we go. Cereals is officially met its target. And now I got so much money back up right now. Alright. Hey, Mongolia, how about I fix your relation? I mean, give you a treaty right now to assume your debt, just for the hell of it. And I am going to end the stimulation right here. But I'm still going to probably do some extra things. I'm going to do this year by year, pretty much. Sudan, what are you doing falling into debt again? And I'm sure Afghanistan's the same way, and yep. I'm not going to take on everyone's bigger debts because that'll be a lot of money. Not to mention, I do plan on maybe conquering my neighbors very soon. Wow, North Korea actually has a surplus right now. That's impressive. I wonder how America's doing. Nope, no surplus for them yet. Yeah, so far this game's going really fun. So right now my approval, it started off at 35, got up to almost 80, went down to 0, got back up to 42. Stability so far is going down. Corruption looks like it's being steady. Check out my forces. Up, time to upgrade you guys too. Okay, you're all being upgraded. Let's check out my covert action again. Okay, they're all being worked on. And I managed to get the budget maxed out. The economy right now is unfortunately contracted. Unemployment's gone down. Poverty rating's going down a little bit, but interest is going up. I have to start raising interest rates very soon to fix that. And we already maxed out my cereal production. I keep slowly going down to take care of all of this eventually. So that'll wrap up this episode right here as I continue to build up the army, fix the economy up, and then very soon begin conquest in the Arabian Peninsula. But you'll have to wait till then for the next episode. So see you guys next time.